The lights in the chamber dimmed as President Elaine Connors entered. A dozen military officials stood at attention, generals, admirals, intelligence heads. Behind them, armored data pillars flickered with encrypted schematics. At the center of the room hovered a tactical display. Virellian space, rotating in layers. Connors did not sit.
"Begin,"
she ordered. General Gregorov stepped forward, his posture stiff.
Our forward recon confirms that the Virellians continue to restrict system access and have begun bolstering orbital sentries across Elindra and the outer spiral colonies. However, there's been no overt escalation, no fleet movements beyond defensive posturing.
"They're waiting. Good. Let them. We won't be."
She turned to the chamber.
"I want plans drawn for a full-scale operation, total occupation of all Virellian holdings, planetary seizure, subjugation of Virellia Prime. No halfway measures."
An uncomfortable silence settled before Admiral Voss broke it.
Madam President, that's war on a scale unseen since the collapse.
Which is why we've spent decades preparing for it. I want to know, are the platforms ready?
Director Yara of Strategic Systems nodded slowly.
Project Blackglass reached completion last cycle. All 12 orbital lances are in final calibration. They can disable planetary shields and hardened lattice bunkers from low orbit. Deployment range exceeds Virellian detection thresholds.
And the Silex Arrays?
Tested and greenlit. Each can overwrite localized vault harmonics. If they try to retreat into a quantum shield pattern, we'll crack it in real time. The arrays also suppress resonance fields, which means even their sentient vault interfaces will have difficulty adapting.
Connors turned to the Ground Forces Division.
How many deployable battalions?
Major General Trask responded without hesitation.
36 human battalions, 12 armored mechanized units equipped with gravimetric shielding, 42 synthetic shock divisions, all running under Sable Doctrine. That includes adaptive neurolearning, multi-vector cognition, anti-hive subroutines, and combat layering protocols. If it breathes, bleeds, or pings, we can neutralize it.
Connors raised an eyebrow.
And special deployment?
Task Force Resolute is on standby. Augmented infiltration teams, mirror field armor, deep dive implants, monolith-level interface access, designed for vault entry and high-threat engagements.
And Virellia itself?
Trask gestured, and the holomap zoomed to the core world.
5 major continental population centers, all supported by gravity elevators, shield nodes, and surface lattice command domes. Operation Ghost Mantle proposes simultaneous decapitation strikes, disrupt orbital comms, disable shield layers, infiltrate and fracture planetary command structure. Synthetic waves secure the outer rings. Human battalions take the core cities.
Director Yara leaned in.
We've also tested deployment of signal scramblers that mimic vault resonance. If their systems begin awakening secondary failsafes, we can inject false data, misdirect them away from prime command chains.
And the spiral structures?
Yara hesitated.
We don't touch them, not directly. We isolate the lattice feeds and reroute them to research divisions on Ganymede. The monoliths remain intact until further analysis confirms they can be moved or suppressed without cascade triggers.
Understood,
Connors said. She moved toward the edge of the chamber, fingers tracing the air as she studied the projected Virellian space.
We waited long enough. We studied them, partnered, listened. They claim to protect balance, but they fear competition. They fear us.
Gregorov folded his arms.
Their restraint is admirable, but misplaced. You were right. They interpret peace as vulnerability.
Connors glanced over her shoulder.
Then we show them what decisiveness looks like.
A new panel rose from the floor. Warfleet projections, 12 cruisers, 4 carriers, 2 dreadnoughts in final loadout stages. Shipyards on Titan and Callisto were accelerating assembly under blackout protocols.
How soon before the strike groups are fully mobile?
3 weeks, if you authorize full redeployment of the Cryon reserves.
Admiral Voss said.
We'll have orbital dominance by week 5. Surface control within 2 more.
Connors nodded.
And if the Virellians resist?
Then we level them. We have no illusions about how this ends.
She surveyed them all.
Good. No more diplomacy. No more lines in the sand. We cross them all. From Thalassa to Elindra. From the edge of the rift to the heart of Virellia itself. They stood in our way.
She stopped.
We remove them.
One by one, the officials nodded. No one raised objection. The Council of War had spoken. Plans would be drawn. War would follow, and soon the stars would burn.